thrusters, you said.
Oh gosh. It's a sad moment when my main TR has less than my secondary NC in terms of implants. Alright, so let's see here, it's just 3 of us, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so first thing we're gonna go over is try and just go around this pad, moving forward and using your arrow keys. Looking forward and using arrow keys to try and steer. And you notice it kind of sucks. You have to move your mouse to kind of go around it, right?
Uh-huh.
You have to trace the path. And even then, you feel dirt slow. So we'll take that. Let's go right here. That way we get a little bit of height. And what I want you to do is when you go into the air, look somewhere around the center and keep it like an anchor point. So as you move around, I'll start streaming as well. See here. See if you guys can get a first person view of it. But you're gonna look around the center kind of portion and you're gonna make a circle with your mouse basically and keep moving. Oh, I hit the pad.
Okay.
Let's see here. So you're gonna do a nice little smooth circle around. That looks good.
Mine's only
So you
good
notice
for
how
one.
much faster you move doing this?
Why are we moving faster?
It's the sideways momentum. So you know how in a lot of games, in order to make you turn correctly, they'll add in extra speed. They'll give you extra velocity during the turn.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when you're using jets and you're turning is, and looking at this angle, is you're getting that extra speed and you're adding it to how fast you're moving to your velocity. And so then when you change directions out of the turn, you keep that speed, or at least most of it. So
Okay.
that's why the typical way of moving around as an LA with skirmishers is you look to the right and left, and then you look to the left, you look to the right, look to the left. You kind of vary it, and you take a slightly curved path towards your destination, because as an LA, you don't look towards the path you want to go to. So if I wanted to go from this side of the pad and I wanted to go straight, I wouldn't look straight. I'd look more towards the bounce pad. So I'd jump in the air and I'd look more towards the bounce pad.
Okay.
And that would get me there faster. And you basically cover a lot more distance, or modest amount of distance depending on the jets. Just looking to the left and right. So the way we apply this usually is pad drifting. So you see pads here? So with pad drifting, what you do is you will have an anchor point. The anchor point is somewhere on your left or right. If it's on your left, you're going to end up turning left. If it's on your right, you're going to turn right. So our destination will be that pad diamond waypoint. So initially, just take the pad and see what it's like. It's just your normal bounce pad, right?
Okay.
But with jump jets, you can very easily change the path. So there's a few things to remember. Left and right arrow keys, A and D, slow down how fast you're moving in the air. They will air brake you, and so you don't want to use them.
All right.
So when you do this, what you're going to do is you're going to take as much velocity as you can. That's good, cows. And so you're going to hit near the apex of your bounce pad jump, and then you're going to look to the left and hit the jets. Just tap them. And then you'll let yourself fly, and you tap them again, let yourself fly, and you can keep tapping them. And then you can hold it if you feel like you need a little more height. And you should hit your destination.
I did that super wrong.
Yeah, if you want, you can quickly watch what I'm doing in the live and see if you can I don't know. It's a little easier to figure out if you can watch someone do it.
Okay, I'm watching.
Alright.
What the fuck?
And you do hold W, right?
Yes, hold W. So you hold W, Each time I press spacebar, I'm slightly changing my direction. If you hold spacebar, you're going to change your direction a lot more, but you're going to start losing velocity faster.
Okay.
So if you watch my jets during that, it was like on, off, on, off. I don't hold too long, I just stay on it enough to change my direction.
I keep hitting that tree.
We're using drifters, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
This can actually be done with skirmishers and Icarus as well, the same jump.
I'm
And I
not
can get
getting
close
this.
with ambushers.
Watching the guide to do this and figuring it out helped a lot. Just like
Okay, so
doing
alright, so I'm
all
gonna
sorts
take
of
it,
things.
and at the apex of my jump, I'm just gonna look to the right in this case, and then I'm
Yeah.
just gonna tap space.
Yeah, and
Look
you'll
to the
see
right,
a noticeable change in direction.
That didn't do anything.
Are you holding W?
Yeah.
The heck? If I tap space, I instantly end up over here just once. Huh.
Does it matter what level of drifters I'm using?
It should...
I'm using...
What level are you using? Level 1?
Yeah, drifters 1.
Alright, hold a little longer, because they're probably just not as powerful. So hold space a little longer, and you'll start drifting more.
Okay.
There you go, so that modified the position. So you know how when we moved in a circle around the bounce pad, you keep on changing your mouse position to stay relative to the center of the place you're orbiting around, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to take that same concept into this. So as you're flying in the air, the first press the space bar, you change your direction, so then you need to move your mouse some more to change it again. And once you moved your mouse some more, you can hit spacebar again, and you'll keep on changing direction. The more to the right you look, yeah, the more to the right you look, the more your direction will change.
Okay. I get it. I'm gonna put a couple levels into drifters.
And then if you want to head back to this pad, I'll go over something else real quickly. This is one of the... So each jump jet uses the same mechanics, but they have different attributes of the mechanics more emphasized than others. So I'll show you one of the ones that you can see a little more clearly with drifters. Oh, and it helps when you're starting off. Enlarge your mini-map, that way you know where you're going in the air. That's super helpful at the start. Alright, so notice what happens when you don't hold W. So first, hold W and move with your jump jets, and you'll notice you slowly go towards the ground, right?
Uh-huh.
It puts a negative velocity vector on you. Now release W and just hold spacebar with drifters. You notice how you drift up then? And how you drift up the fastest in your initial leave of the ground, and then it slows down as you get higher.
Not really. Let me try again. So I'm running, I hit space for a little bit, and then I just keep holding space.
If you
Let
don't
go of
hold W though. Yeah, let go of W.
Yeah, I'm tapping W.
Oh, don't tap W for this. Just, we're not moving in a
Well,
circle. We're
I'm holding
moving up.
W, I'm jumping and letting go. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I
Yeah.
was holding W for too long there.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as you're in the air, don't hold W. You just notice how you go up. So if you're holding W while trying to ascend with any of the jets, you actually won't be able to go as high. It's way less exaggerated on the other jets, but you won't go as high.
Okay, I totally noticed that now.
Yeah, so with drifters, that's the only way you go up. So let's switch over to skirmishers, and let's try and do the same jump with
I
skirmishers.
never got the first jump down, so like...
Yeah, it's alright. Skirmishers will be a little easier, probably, just because they provide more power.
Down, but I don't feel like I'm going far enough. Like, I hit the ground before I get there. Does that mean that I'm hitting the jump too early and I'm not at the apex of my jump? Or what would cause
It could be any number of things. So it could be how severe you're changing your direction. If you change your direction too severely at once, you lose velocity.
Okay.
So I do like incremental changes. It's why I go like on, off, and stuff like that.
What do you mean by on, off, on, off?
So I'll tap the jets to change my direction, and then I'll be off of them to let myself still glide through the air, and then I'll tap them again to change direction. Basically, when you're in the air, each time you're on the jets, you're able to change your direction for almost all the jets, basically.
But then you're also losing your momentum when you do that?
Yeah. So you have to balance changing your direction with how much momentum you're losing. And it's easier from that pad on the opposite side to this one.
Are we holding W while activating our jets?
Oh yeah, hold W. This is the only WASD that you should hold, just W. And then look
Okay,
to the
there
left.
we go. I got it. I was confused why it wasn't working, and holding W definitely has fixed it.
Yeah. That's what majorly gets you to start changing direction.
Oh,
Ooh,
hit
that
the tree.
was so close. Yes.
I've hit that tree too many times.
Good tree.
Yeah. Definitely got to be careful with your mini-mat. Eventually, it just becomes like second nature, and you do it pretty
Bullshit.
easily. You take a
Way
glance.
too fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't holding space for long enough. I think I was literally just going like tap, tap, but I'm like tap.
Oh yeah.
Tap, and it works
It should
much
be
better
like
now.
a stalled tap. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a light tap. This is a quick. I call it
Yeah.
a quick press.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm burst firing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Kind of
that's a
thing.
good way of putting it. Yeah.
You're burst
That's a
jumping. There
way
we
of
go.
putting it.
Actually, okay. So all right. Sorry. So we're trying this with skirmishers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that is
And then
weird
if you
to do with
want-
Icarus.
Huh?
That's real weird to do with Icarus.
Yeah. With Icarus, you got to be slightly different, but it's definitely possible. My LA
Okay.
tutorial, I made it from that pad over there to the second level of this pad over here. So you can almost do the same thing.
Helps I also have them maxed out, so, you know.
Yeah.
Nice flex.
Oh, I'm gonna flex at all possible times.
Go for
Speaking of which, have you seen my 2 chain guns?
it. I have. You know what I haven't seen though is Safeguard 5.
I know, that's what I can't exactly rush without just massive amounts of money dumped into the game.
Oh,
You hate to
this is the
hear it?
furthest I've gotten. Hell
Safeguard
yeah.
5 and
Ooh, nice.
I still haven't been able to
Why?
land on the tower.
What-
Yeah.
What about
A
Safeguard
lot
5?
of this will come with
I
time
was asking
and
if it's
feel.
any good.
Um,
Oh, okay.
The jets, the biggest, like, it's hard to just do this all consciously.
Hmm.
A lot of it's something you build with muscle memory and feel. You kind of feel out the jets.
Yeah.
And so,
So-
experimenting with them, just practicing around, moving in a circle with like skirmishers and drifters, trying it with Icarus, stuff like that. It all starts just building. And you'll be able to kind of guess how much velocity you have in air, how much you need to adjust your path, stuff like that. Holy heck, my frames are dropping in this amp station. I hate this bug.
What bug?
Some bug where you start rapidly losing frames in amp stations for some reason.
Yeah, mine are super low too.
Yeah,
What is this?
redeploy out of it, then redeploy in.
Well, it could also be because I'm recording.
Nah,
This is
it's the amp. It does it on test. It does it everywhere.
I know. It's jumping from like 60 to 150,
Yeah.
170, 40. Ugh.
Yeah. It dips down really low for some reason.
Yeah.
But let's so once we finish with that, try a drift with ambushers and just kind of watch how that feels. You want to get a feel of that.
That one melts my brain.
That sounds like fun, I'm gonna
I've
be
tried it a
honest.
bit, and it feels so much different.
Yeah. This one you want to really use it in the later apex of your turn, and you're not going to go super far with it, but you can still change your direction. Like I
Yeah.
hit this tower right over here and fell down promptly, but yeah. see here. How far can I get over?
Oh, I landed on this tower. This felt good.
Nice. Yeah. But there's a more powerful way that I typically use them, and I use this way more often, I feel like. Especially in, like, what's the base on Esamir? It's like Andavari South Bank, that's the one. It's a sneaky way of getting to point for me, where I fake going to the biolab, but I don't. Head back to squad waypoint, and we'll go over it.
Ooh,
Skirt City there.
Ambusher's got some jump to him.
Oh yeah.
I found a bug with ambushers after the update. Is sometimes they won't use their charge.
Yeah,
and they'll
you
go
can
like
double
you just
it.
tapped them.
Yeah, if you do a quick tap, if you're on it while it's still recharging and you like do a quick tap right as it fully recharges, it gives you a small boost, and then you can do a full one. It's dumb.
Yeah.
So the
It's
more
nice.
often way I use them is when you're using a jump pad, if you look back, are still holding W, and then use your jets, you air brake immediately, and so you end up coming back. So what oftentimes I'll do is I'll do a variation of it where I'll immediately hit my jets and look back right as I hit the pad. And so you can curve to the side, you can curve back to where you were, you can curve all sorts of places, and you'll instantly get some height from it. So it's a good way of like elevating yourself really quickly and then taking that velocity and putting it somewhere else. So you can try it with skirmishers as well. I use skirmishers in this trick quite a bit.
I do it with drifters a lot to deal with when
ESFs or
when people are on the roofs or ESFs.
yeah.
Being in the air to hit Velks with the rocket rifle is really nice.
Yeah. Getting that extra elevation is super helpful. Because a lot of people assume that you're going the full length of the pad when you use it, but you don't have to. You can take it and just boost yourself up and curve right back. Alright, so we're going to try this stuff with Icarus now. And then just a quick other note, when you hit a jump pad, you gain immunity to fall damage for a short while.
I believe it's 6 seconds.
So we're going to go over this, and then we're going to go over downward slopes and converting. And then I'll start talking about what each jump jet's used for. Or what the name of the game is with them.
I'm redeploying because I can't take my frame rate.
Oh, I hit the tree for once.
Embarrassing.
Hate that
Cry.
tree. Too bad Indar isn't unlocked.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Indar is unlocked.
Oof. Yeah,
It
we're
wasn't
fine here.
unlocked earlier, so.
It was
Unlocked
though.
like an hour.
It's just in meltdown right now.
You couldn't go everywhere, I thought.
Ay. It's in the way too much for that initial jump. Burned too much jets trying to get past it. So I'd recommend just doing this one from the far away pad back to squad waypoint. That way you don't have to deal with the tree.
I don't know how you don't die by having command chat on. Currently
Man,
listening to command chat through you, and it's already bothering me.
yeah, it's stupid.
I mute command
Was it
chat.
Pale Tiger?
No,
Gray, right?
No,
if it's
just
Pale
people.
Tiger, I'm enjoying myself. That's so funny when it's in.
It's J Rico probably.
It's Togray.
Let's see here. Where's a good, nice slope down?
We got a mountain to the southeast. If that's not, or if it's too steep.
Let's do Bravada PMC. We're just looking for one close to the spawn room. So this one we're gonna start off with. We'll start off with Icarus on this, because you'll notice the biggest difference initially using Icarus for this. I feel. Let's head over here. Yeah, this will work. Let's go right here.
Push the advantage.
This is a good ravine. Alright, so you know how looking to the left and right lets you hold momentum, right? So what you're gonna do in this is you might want to hop in the live watching just to watch it once, and then you can try and do it yourself. It's a little hard to describe, but right before, so I'm gonna go up in the air to get lots of downward velocity, right? And then right before I hit the ground, I'm going to hit the jets, and I'm going to kind of slide off of the ground. So I'm going to sprint, go up in the air. Alright.
Wild.
Yeah. You can cover a lot of good distance depending on the slope with this. So you want to get a lot of downwards velocity. You want to be up in the air. And then you're going to look to the left or right, and you're going to start gliding off the ground. Ooh, this was a good one.
Should I be using like half my jump jets?
You don't want to be on them for too long. So you'll kind of... This is where feel comes into play. Through experimenting, I've found that like there's a certain balance point. Each jump, it's going to be slightly different, where you get maximum height, maximum velocity, and you can bounce between the two. And it also depends on what time you hit the ground. If you hit the ground too late, you're going to noticeably have your character like jump off the ground, and you're going to go more upwards instead of sideways. If you hit the jets too early, you're going to go more sideways and upwards. And so it's a lot of timing. And your first jump's not going to be great, and then each one after that will have more velocity.
So when will I use this?
Oh, so this applies, so this is a good training ground to learn it. But you can use it on any part of the base where there's a slope. So if there's a slant on a building, you can go up into the air and bounce off of it. And it's another good way into just using Icarus
Do you mind
in general.
if I
Because
swap to my NC because I have maxed out jets there?
uh,
These are all level 1s here?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
swap characters here, I'm sorry.
No, that's no problem. So the reason this works how it does is you're converting all of your downwards momentum into sideways momentum. And that's the big thing with it. And that's why you get carried so far. And that's why you want so much height through it. Because that height is the biggest factor in how far you're going to end up going. So the Veranda looked like a few of those jumps were too late.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let me start watching. Oh, that's good height. Ooh, that used jets too early.
Too early, okay.
Yeah.
Go up in the air, and then right before you hit the ground, I hit space.
Ooh, so hold it a little longer.
Okay. Well, the problem is I'm almost out of juice, because I only got level 1s.
Oh, that'll make this hard, yeah. Alright,
Yeah,
so
I've got
move
level
down.
3s in
Let's
it.
see here. If you want to watch again, try and watch
Ooh,
again.
I had a good one.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you'll
yeah, you
feel
can
it when you
feel
have a
it.
good one.
Yeah, you get this
You can
weird boost,
feel
and you're
it.
like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Cruising, dude. Alright, fuck
And
the
there's
brakes.
like a certain time frame of a few frames I've found where you go even faster. It just takes even better timing. It's harder to hit.
It's like Mario Kart drifting.
Yeah. That's why I said this is so much touch and feel, because you'll feel when it's right, but it can be hard to recreate that. So you kind of feel your way into it. That's a really good thing. With level 1s, it'll be harder. You can switch to skirmishers and try it. I had another good drift with skirmishers doing the same thing. Is he gonna destroy our beacon? Oh wait, no, that's
What?
me.
That's me. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I just have max jets here, so I swapped.
So the big thing this whole drill just should get into your head is remember downwards momentum can be converted into horizontal. And so that'll apply a lot. So a lot of times when using your jets, you should let yourself fall first and then use your jets to even yourself out. And that'll give you more velocity.
I'm gonna change to skirmishers and see if that helps.
Yeah, skirmishers, it's slightly different on the timing, but same thing, you'll feel when it's a good
Yeah.
one.
Alright, Gun, can
You
watch
get
me go?
nowhere near as much height with them.
So when do I learn? When do I
Are way
turn
better
sideways?
Slopes near like TI alloys. TI alloys is a great slope for this as
Yeah.
well.
So on my
Going down
beginning
series.
jump, do I want to be like sprinting forward when I start?
Oh yes, so you want to add as much of your own velocity, because you'll see my first jump, I don't have much, my second I have more, third I have way more, and it keeps on adding and adding as long
Why
as
am
I'm
I
doing
getting
it
A
right.
to G?
Oh my god.
Because this is contested by NC and he found you guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why?
Yay to see it. What's his name? I can't get it. Tell.
I don't know. I shot at him a bunch. But since this was a heavily contested base and they just took Zots, like they were gonna come here.
Yeah.
Oh, Muko's died.
It's like SRP hydroponics might have some nice alleys in it.
Let's see here. It's not terrible yet.
I asked him to
Doesn't
stop and he
come
said
back.
sure thing.
Alright,
So?
yeah. Nice. Yeah, he's over there.
Oh, he's doing a
just
little
watching
wiggle.
us.
Yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
wiggles.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's cool.
He's cool.
TY's in chat.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna watch?
That
Or
that
he'll
made me
try
jump.
to.
I'm just gonna jump into his face.
There's like an NC bus, like at the end of your jumpway, by the way.
That's our goal.
It's like right behind the rocks.
Yeah, I'm finding this a lot easier to do with skirmishers.
Okay, yeah.
Wow,
With skirmishers,
getting
I
shot
feel
at.
like the timing isn't as hard to get down. With Icarus, though, you get way more height from it.
Get shot because there's a massive air column coming in from Zots. And your beacon
Yeah.
is kind of a big fuck off shoot us symbol.
It's kind of a beacon, yeah. Oh, we'll just call this additional practice.
Yeah. This is also
More
why I
dodging.
love Icarus. Icarus versus air to ground is actually really strong. You turn around, watch the air to ground, and as they're firing rockets, you hit your jets to go up. Because most of the time, they'll only be able to kill you if you're on the ground. They don't have good enough aim to hit you in the air with nothing to splash damage off of.
Yeah, they're actually fighting at this base now.
Yeah, we'll probably have to leave soon.
Yeah. Well, I just got killed by a random guy.
Oh yeah, there's people here now.
Or
They're just them giant
4
things.
Oh,
minutes.
stab him. Look in the way of his bullets. Ah!
Gurney Dam looks like it got some ravines.
I mean, it's got a big one.
Oh frick, they're spawning right there. Oh my gosh.
Right next to the spot room.
Oh, that's meaning a bread.
Oh, I can practice
Got
my
people
shuffling.
shooting bread too now.
Let's see
Push
here.
moves, dude.
Let's go to
I'm
route
trying
now.
to tank shots.
I'm being shot by fucking
Oh, we only
NC.
have 4 minutes. Yeah. Let's go to
Wait,
route house quickly.
Get behind me, quick! I'm like, it's like a tree hugger.
And here we'll quickly just go over how to use Icarus to traverse if you don't have a slope.
We're moving.
Moo cows, the traitor.
Well, yeah, we're moving. It's a faster redeploy.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Stats.
Pretty much.
So typically the
Roothouse?
way you want to use Icarus while traversing is you want to let yourself fly down a bit, because it's the same principle as last with the drifting. You want to be looking to the left or right some. Let yourself gain a little downwards momentum, and then use your jets, and you'll drift through noticeably faster. So these small gaps are pretty good for showing it.
There's a VS in the building. Below you.
Yeah. So like you can get that gap right here noticeably quick. You can get this gap from that building to this building doing it.
What? That's
You're-
crazy.
Yeah, I
Prove it.
touched the ground on this one. Oh. Dunka.
Whole firing team fires upon him.
Be gone. Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Should probably go to the off continent after this.
That would make too much sense.
Yeah.
Takes all
Yeah,
the
so
combat
you can
experience
try
out.
it most getting from that building over there, powerhouse, to this building right here. That'll be the biggest test. So you don't want to use it while you're up in the air. If you can, going from this building to that one, try and hit these stairs and glance off of them. See how fast you are off of the stairs if you glide off of them, because the stairs act as a sloped incline as well.
Okay. So then you
So
hit,
you're
like,
just
where I'm
dipping
standing
down.
right here.
Yeah,
Part-
and then
okay.
from powerhouse to this building, I go down and glide off of the flat ground.
I missed the stairs completely.
There's no reason to be pressing A or D here, correct?
No,
No.
yeah,
Hold on.
pretty
this
much
is-
keep
never.
doing
I don't
it.
think I do sometimes to do micro adjustments to the left and right.
That heavy's
But-
almost done.
There's not much of a time to use your jets like
I
that.
think we're fighting Vanya now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trying
Should
not
throw
to
on
shoot the
bright
blue
yellow
guy.
or- Yeah, I should throw on bright yellow or something.
Caution vest.
Please do not shoot the idiot.
Caution, idiot at training.
they shoot open fire.
.44 health. Spooky.
Don't take fall damage.
Oh, that's you. Sorry,
Yeah.
Brad.
Should start wearing the high vis.
I just saw something move, and it didn't have a triangle, so...
Oh my.
Oh, things are heating up in the bedroom, eh?
A little bit. We only have 15 seconds left.
Oh, Cobbett!
I got him.
Oh, that's you. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm throwing on yellow when we swap.
Alright. This is evolving.
I
Alright.
can get between the double stack and the powerhouse, but I can't get from this one to the powerhouse.
Oh.
Wait, TR won that? Wow.
Yeah. This
Really?
one is gonna really apply the trying to convert momentum to do that jump.
Yeah.
Let's go to Indar, Fundar.
Yeah. Isn't heavy on the roof. This dude's got 12,000 directive score. Holy shit.
Holy heck.
What's
a
a good
powerful
SMG?
Hmm?
Good SMG.
Oh
Faction.
gosh.
Obviously, the Coug is the only thing you'd ever run.
Not for light assault. I don't play the light or assault.
I don't like SMG on light assault unless it's a secondary, and I've never ASP'd on TR.
Nah, not light assault.
Don't
It's
you
a good
like the
SMG.
links? Like the links is pretty good.
It's kind of quirky, though.
Oh wait, you mean the as a carbine? Carbines, the Lynx is amazing on TR. It's the best scrim carbine. If we ban Horizon, which Horizon's always banned
Uh-huh. I'm banning.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Horizon's so
Right.
good.
Oh, the horizon?
It's so
It's
good.
broken.
Oh, what's a good like medic or heavy?
For SMG,
The Armistice is pretty good.
I can't remember what it is
The
that Sign
Toaster?
run or not Sign, Ascender runs.
Ascender runs the Armistice.
That's what it is.
We'll talk just a bit about using jump jets at a triple stack, because we'll talk about peaking and stuff with it and kind of LA mentality. So we'll do it at Copper Ravine Station.
Sick.
And then we'll get into some battle with them. I'll switch over to my spamming spacebar.
Any jump jets we should have?
Let's go with skirmishers for now.
Okay.
So with skirmishers, you have some speed. You're gonna have the most like ability to glide around corners really quickly, except for drifters. But you'll have the best combination of upwards and horizontal. And so the name of the game with jump jets isn't really to get into places your opponent doesn't expect, really. It's to use your jump jets to mess up his mouse. And so if you think about that, so the first thing does the same kind of, accomplishes the same thing. If you're up at an angle they don't expect, their mouse is going to be in a wrong position to shoot you. But it's that difference in just mentality that leads to a lot of different changes. Because if you're more worried about where their mouse is, you're going to peek better, you're going to do all these other things better, because you're going to realize most people in PlanetSide can't aim up and down. They aim left and right, right? And that's why Icarus are so powerful, because you go up so quickly. And especially against heavies who have like good low sensitivities, you screw their aim up because they can't go up fast enough and they're not used to it. So skirmishers, like, let's go down here. So a good way of peeking is to start using your jets before and you peek around the corner.
Oh wait, hold on. What are we peeking?
Let's just say there was a guy in this corner over here.
Okay.
You'd use your jets and you'd come out with as much velocity as you can while peeking. Yeah, that'd be good, Thine, with Icarus. Oh, that's really good, Brunda. Yeah. You want to hit the jets to where your head's slightly above already, right when you cross over. Yeah.
I'm assuming you want to be moving up when you start the peak, just so you have that extra movement? Okay.
Yeah, so that's a very aggressive type of peeking. Another way I like to peek doorways, let's say if there's a ton of people in there, this is like if there's one target, it's a 1v1, and you can afford to end up in a bad position after. But if there's a lot of people in here and you can't get in the building, a good way of peeking is literally just to do this outside the door. And while you're doing this, you fire at them with your carbine, because you have good hit fire, and you'll be high enough to where you can just fire down on them, and they're usually hitting your feet, so you don't take a ton of damage. You can't do it a ton.
Peeking at the very top?
You just kind of peek as fast as you can. You're using your jets to do a really quick peek, and you're just trying to draw fire. That kind of peek, you're usually not killing people. You're getting their attention.
It's like an information peek almost.
Yeah, it's an information peek, and it's a way for you to tell them that you're there. That way you can then play with them. Because then they see you're right here, and you're annoying the heck out of them, so you're going to draw 3 people up and out. The next thing you do is you go up and around here real quickly. It's a little easier to do that if there's not this stupid thing here. But then you can go up and around, and you can either peek right here. You got this peek here. You can just go straight staircase. And once you go staircase, well, then you got plenty of options. You can bait them out, and you can fire at them from here, fire at them from on top, you can fire at them from the side, or you can come right back down and kill them again. So a good thing I usually try to do is I'll peek them at the staircase first, because that's where most LAs peek. I'll try and get a kill somewhere around, like, over here. That way,
don't ever extend
a medic
past
has
this
to come.
position.
Yeah,
Don't
try
ever
not to stand
this
past this line, unless you
So, like,
really want to pull
If you
aggro.
can see past the stairway, like anything to the right of it, that means you've gone too far.
Yeah, so the whole
Okay.
thing is playing the aggro game. So I try and aggro from here, kill someone, and then I'll usually come out, and I'll loop around down here, and try and kill a medic going to revive him. And then from there, you have an option to push into the side. And once you push into the side, if they see you coming into the side compartment, you can usually guarantee that if they're standing over here, they're going to pursue you. If they're standing over here, they're going to ADS you. But if they're standing over here, you get a good opportunity because they'll push out towards you. And all you have to do then is swing out again. And you have this corner to protect you from people over there. And so you can swing out and kill them again and then slip out quickly. And then attack somewhere else. So being open to multiple lanes of attack and realizing you don't have to kill them on the first encounter. You can pull aggression and let your heavies do the work. You just want to distract them as much as you can, especially on a triple stack.
Triple stacks are easily my favorite building when I'm playing Light Assault.
Yeah.
Just a big playground.
See if we can do this trick with ambushers over here. With ambushers, this freaking wall sucks. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, I can. Alright. So with ambushers, a good way you can use them here is you see how I'm on this platform here? You can swing up and around to where you can peek here, like instantly. So you can aggro, have your jets ready, and immediately go to counter anyone else up here.
So you can do
It's
it
a
with skirmishers,
quick
just
swing around.
ambushers are faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ambushers will do that the fastest. You can do it with pretty much any jet. Icarus really is a aim prediction game. You're trying to watch whoever you're in a 1v1 with to see how much, if they start hitting you, to hit your jump jets again if you're in the air and stuff. So you're really trying to predict when they're hitting you, when you're not, and you're trying to make it to where they never hit headshots. Icarus, you pretty much peak the same as you would with skirmishers. This peak here, you usually have to do it in 1 or 2 to sometimes 3 little bursts. You'll see if you burst out with Icarus, you have to like kind of hop it, like almost like a bunny hop rhythm with them to maintain that sideways momentum, because you don't want to go too far up. You kind of want to balance how far you're moving with how high you're moving. Yeah, so biggest thing to keep in mind, you're playing an aggro game as an LA all the time. That's why people who throw themselves in the face of others as an LA and use their jets well are such a danger. Is
What do you mean by aggro game? Sorry.
Oh, so you want them to be thinking about you as much as possible, and this works well at a triple stack because you can peek from so many angles. And so when you're peeking them and they're inside, they're either going to aim down sights and try and aim duel you from the inside, or they're going to come outside. So what you're watching for is you're trying to proc their attention, and usually you want to pull them outside the building. That way you can kill them by either having higher ground or just outflank them and leave them out there.
Gotcha. Sorry, go on.
People who will run out, not see you, and then that just leaves less people on the point. And so you can come to the stairs and either kill them from here, or you can kill whoever was in there. They'll run back in the building, and while they're running in the building, you come right back to the balcony and shoot them again.
And they're running right towards you.
Sorry, okay, go ahead.
So it's a lot of prediction game.
Okay. So then in a squad, let's say we're running an organized squad, what would you say in LA would be most useful for?
So there's 2 theories of LA. You have fast play LA and slow play. My stuff is all fast play. iHacks is an extremely good example of a slow play. So slow play, you're typically going to use something more ranged as a carbine, like the Cougar. Fast play, you're going to use something like the Lynx.
Okay.
The big thing is the differences are, as a fast play, you're playing up with the heavies, or you're peeking on your own, trying to open up ways for your heavies to really work at them. As a slow play, you're usually going to be up on buildings, not really on the ground, and you'll be trying to get angles on people, cut off different lanes. Usually you're going to do more callouts and be spotting a lot more.
Okay.
So fast play really, you end up in the territory of a heavy assault a lot when you're doing it, because you're playing very in their face, and so you're probably gonna die a lot more. Also, as a fast play, slow play is the other distinction is how much you perch. Perching. Do you know what perching is?
I can.
I can imagine, but I want to hear an
Yeah.
explanation. Yeah.
Yeah, perching is just the typical use of LA that most people think of. You get up on a high spot, and then you aim down sights, and you just kill people from that high, hard to find spot, right? That's typically what most people think of for perching. Like, a lot of people will, for some reason, always perch right there on the tower. Over here, they'll perch. And so that's what you'll be doing a lot of. A powerhouse is a good example of a slow play position, because as a slow play LA, which typically you use skirmishers as a slow play LA, you would be fighting like at this angle here. You could hop up, fight at this angle. You'd be hiding a lot of your body, fight at this angle. It's going to be a lot of aim down sights. You might dip down and try and transfer over to this angle here. And so you're going to be fighting at all these different angles, most of the time aim down sights. As fast play, you're usually going to be hip fire.
Okay.
How would? Sorry,
Oh, wait.
keep talking. Keep talking.
No, go ahead.
How would an if like there is like a really skilled fast play light assault pestering a squad? How does the squad deal with it? Like, what counters you? And like, how do we
letting
deal
me
with it?
overextend? Letting me
Okay.
overextend. I overextend very easily because I rely on people
Relatable.
acting dumb and as individuals. So communicate that someone's there playing like that.
Okay.
Don't run outside to pursue him.
I feel like
If you run
I feel like
outside to
Anne
pursue
Frank
him,
down here.
run out together with your guns up and be looking up some.
so.
Be ready
Go
for
out
someone above
either.
you.
Don't even give him the fight he's looking for, or if you
Yeah.
do, like just send the guys out, guaranteed to kill him.
Yeah.
Okay. So either all in or nothing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Why'd
Gotcha.
you kill the
You-
guy's Valk?
I thought he
What?
blew it up. Not gonna lie.
They're gonna find Anne Frank. hiding in
You
this
can
hole.
also kind of fake being weak. So there's one Fiji once, they were in this room right here, and they sent a few members over into this room, or at least they rotated a few members around. So when I peeked, I only saw 2 members in here, and then immediately they had a couple guys peek me from here, and that was a really bad time for me.
So you outbaited.
Yeah. If you can outbait me, you can outthink me. There's all kinds of things. I overextend very easily because I play so aggressively. If you kill the friends I'm with and I'm the sole person, I'll have a hard time, because having lots of distractions on the battlefield helps a lot as a fast play, especially because it covers up jump jet noise.
Yeah, having people like being ready to push up in triple stacks is really nice.
And then the other thing, just learn how to aim vertically a lot more. Because most of the time when I'm using Icarus, flying straight up in the air puts me in a super vulnerable spot. The only reason it works so well is because no one's looking up there, or no one can hit you when they're up there. They just threw their mouse across the room trying to move that fast. And so, like, I might be hovering in the air all the way up here. You could shoot me from so many places while I deal with someone from all the way up here. And so just recognizing someone's there using Icarus, they're probably going to ascend quickly, so they might be really high up.
They
Just be
identify
aware of
the threat.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
spot. If you don't spot, it's so hard to fight in LA.
Q-spot in general. It's not that hard.
Yeah, spotted LA is like, I won't say useless, but like they're kind of gimped, right? Because they rely a lot on surprise and ambush.
The only time where spotting can be used against you is if they're inside the building and they quickly dip out and it still looks like they're in the building. But most of the time you can hear the jump jets if they're doing something like that. Because most of the time that's going to happen in a scrim. So just using your mini-map, using sound of jump jets to predict, spotting them will shut them down. breaking their shield. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. A lot of playing LA and playing against an LA is breaking their shield. LAs feel really vulnerable when their shield breaks. So you have two options when your shield breaks in LA. If you're fighting another one and his shield broke, you usually want to push, because 90% of LAs will end up doing something like this. Say I'm in LA at the powerhouse, and I was fighting right here, right? Shooting down, and my shield broke. 90% of people go do this. And this is an absolutely stupid spot. Or they'll come back here, medkit, and then aim down sights. And so a lot of times, if their shield broke and I'm down here, I try and pop up and either get them there, or I pop up over here and will fight them here. So watching for a shield break, or if your shield breaks, knowing that they're going to pursue you is a good thing. Because another thing with Icarus that I really like about them is, if my shield broke and I'm right here, I can run off the building and immediately ascend right back up, and usually just a bit over their head. You don't even have to fall all the way to the ground. You can fall like just enough to cut line of sight and then reascend.
So
I'd run
like
off
a lot
the
of
building.
playing in LA is just mind games.
Yeah, it's just mind games.
Yeah.
Because when they push, they're either gonna reload, they might be medkitting, or they'll just be looking down already. So when you fly up above their head, it screws them up.
So it sounds like the best way to counter an LA is just don't engage with the LA and let them do their thing. And just
Sometimes.
revive them.
Or, yeah, V5 them, get them angry, they'll push you. Especially well against certain members in like Recursion and
yeah, I've noticed.
or Gobs.
We got a 6 skate park up here hitting all the slopes.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that was good. That'd be a good move on live. If you bounced up into the side. There's all kinds of things you can do. That's the biggest thing, just be open to creativity.
Why am I
Because
losing so
in
many frames?
Yeah, I'm stopping at like 30 now for some reason.
Yeah,
Something
I'm
going on
going,
at the
like,
warp gate?
140,
There's-
150,
yeah, there's
20,
various
30?
bugs.
What?
going on.
My
I don't
frames are
know.
pretty stable. I don't know what's
I am
going on.
hovering at a solid 30 right now, and I usually get like 60 or 70.
Blame the
Yeah.
Vanu.
Chilling at 70.
What the fuck's going on?
This
Blame
is
the Vanu.
wild, dude. I'm gonna redeploy out real quick.
It's always Vanu.
Vanu wizardry.
Stupid nanite magic.
Alright, let's see here.
Alright, I wanna go do some battle now.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I need to probably gotta relog to see if I can fix this shit.
Go
We
to
got
a
a minute
different
worth
base
of DPS.
and redeploy, and you should.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to material storage. Yeah, see, now,
I've gotta
now it's
go
fine.
help Sir Jordo with regular infantry now, and in WYT. Yeah. I'll be on later though. Probably on my recursion though, sadly.
Thanks for the
You hate
tips.
to hear it.
Yeah, no problem. The biggest thing, use your jump jets to displace mouse placement of other people, stay creative, and play in aggro mind games. So play versus people's aggro, draw them out, bait them, and then just play with regular mind games.
Yeah.
And then experiment with the jets. The more you know them, the better you'll be, because you can move faster than other LAs, because you can outfly them.
Yeah.
Very cool. Alright, well, have fun training in WYT. We will
I'll try.
try to go get a drift squad going over here.
Ooh, nice. Alright, bye guys.
So yeah,
Bye.
thanks for the training.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.